Hey, welcome to This Week on Golfin Around. I hit a driver and I smacked it into the sweet spot. Yeah, the sweet spot, baby. Boyne, Michigan. Boyne, Michigan, home to 10 fabulous golf courses and more so, Lake Michigan. Well, she's the star all the time. So let's tee it up this week on Golfin Around from Boyne, Michigan. Hey, if anybody knows about Michigan golf, it's this cat here. How long have you been involved in the golf industry up here, Kevin?
Oh, wow. Almost 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why Michigan?
It's just, I grew up here, was raised here, and got into the golf industry in the business. And, Michigan has been just an unbelievable place for golf. The quality and the quantity is really unmatched anywhere. I mean, great resorts like Boyne Resorts, where we're at today. Gaylord, Boyne, Traverse City. The architects seemed to know something when they came up here because the land, sand base, they just love designing golf courses up here, and it's been just wonderful to be part of.
Which lends itself oftentimes to a good links course. You got to be near the water, so we got to have that sand.
You do a little links course. You got the hardwoods course, so you got views of water. You got 40-mile views of the hardwoods of northern Michigan, so you get a little bit of everything up here.
It's spectacular, and certainly if you're just coming up with the family, tons of stuff for the family to do. But you know what? When you talk about golf, you got to talk about the old grandpappy of American golf architecture, the one, the only Donald Ross, which brings us to will you tell them where we're at, Kev?
Yeah, we're at Boyne Highlands, and we're playing the Ross Memorial, which is a Ross rendition of, not so much replica holes, but holes that were inspired by some of Donald Ross's greatest
Pinehurst, Seminole,
Aronimink, Wannamoyset, Oakland Hills, Pinehurst. So
those are pedigree courses.
Got a little bit of everything here, and the green complexes. When they designed them, they did a wonderful job on the green complexes. Some of them are very close to the originals, and a lot of the same feel. You can't match the land in all of them, but the golf course itself is tremendous.
What's been popping out to me is so often with modern architecture, they're using bunkering, they're using traps as decoration.
Right.
This man, this Donald Ross, our father of golf architecture in America, he's putting them right in your face.
Yep.
And daring you to go for the green.
Yeah, and what's interesting is, and a lot of them are deceptive. You think they're right up at the green, but they're actually maybe 15 or 20 yards short of a green. And that's the way he did it back in the early 20th century, which kind of brings back to the stage of hickory clubs and the old gutta percha ball. And when you miss greens short 15 yards, that's where the bunkers would be back then, and that's how he designed it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can feel that history of the game. I'm digging this golf course. There is so much to it. We're starting to get into the back nine now. That's where I met up with old Michigan Kevin here. Yeah. How much different is the back nine am I going to experience? We're on 13 right now, or is it still in the tradition of the front nine?
No, it's still in the tradition of the front nine. The front nine has a little more elevation change to it because you're playing up near the mountain. But back nine, it might get a little flatter in areas, but the same, very similar Donald Ross holes, look and feel of Ross. It feels like we've gone back in time.
A little side camera.
Yeah, see how that's on?
Yeah.
That's how we know we're on, and we're talking to the people of the universe. Say hi, people of the universe.
Hi, people of the universe.
This is Bobby, and she not only works here at Boyne Highlands, you love the area, don't you?
I do love the area.
You can talk to me. They know
Yeah.
I'm interviewing you.
I do love the area. I'm raising my family up here, and it's beautiful.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah, if you love the outdoors, we're not just talking about golf up here, but you've got the lake. There's a lifestyle of outdoors. It's an outdoor lifestyle, I guess.
It's absolutely an outdoor lifestyle, whether it's in the winter or the summertime like we're experiencing right now. You've got boating, you've got hiking, you've got all kinds of opportunities to get outside and live the lifestyle.
Which is, if you're stuck in the city, concrete, New York City or Los Angeles, and you need to breathe what we like to call fresh air, in Boyne, this is the place to come. Now, your beautiful resort here, you had some fire damage done recently, but the history of everything here is just, well, it's steeped in history, first of all, but the resort, let's talk about it. How many rooms do you have? And when you do the renovations again, and you got to come back up and take care of these good people, they had the fire, how many rooms are we going to have after the renovation?
So at Boyne Highlands Resort, we have approximately 435 rooms. We have, I think, about 9 different accommodation types, all the way down from regular rooms to condos and houses that are available to rent that accommodate even up to 8 or 9 people.
Which is where we're at over at the Ross, and they're awesome. You bring your golf group up here, you got your own house, so you can carry on the way you guys like to do.
We have a variety of accommodations that are exceptional. So we are down a number of rooms right now due to that incident, the fire incident in December, but it hasn't slowed us down at all, and we still have a variety of accommodations available right now.
So you do have the special packages, I assume, for golfers specific?
We do. We have quite a few different golf packages right now, which includes golfing and lodging, and lots something for everyone.
What if I wanted to golf and sleep in the woods? You got any pricing for something like a hammock price for a guy like me?
I'm sure we could probably set you up with a hammock.
I would like that. A hammock in the woods of Boyne, I think would actually be a great way to spend the summer.
Well, and what we're all about here at Boyne Highlands Resort is traditions. We've got a lot of repeat guests that come up year after year. It's part of their tradition, whether they're sleeping in a hammock in the woods or they're renting one of our higher end homes. It's part of their tradition. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, certainly you've got enough golf to choose. So I'm done now exploring Donald Ross's wonderful famous holes. I'm about to go out to the Arthur Hills course now, which I hear is equally as challenging. But guess what? My real challenge is I got to get Bobby golfing.
Yep, it's happening soon.
Promise?
I promise.
All right, so when you come up and see Bobby here, you make sure you say, hey, Tank said you were going to start golfing, and you're going to say, yes.
Yes, look me up.
All right, go away and do some marketing. What a nice lady. All right, let's go check out the Arthur Hills golf course. All right, it is time to go on to our second course here at
Boyne Highlands.
And this is my new bestest buddy in the world, the pro, who's actually kind of trying to straighten me out. Am I doing any good with your tips?
You're doing all right. You're
Yeah.
doing all right. We found the golf ball a couple times.
Yeah, that's the thing. Left, right, left, right.
Yeah. How about middle?
Middle's good
Middle's
too.
Yeah.
We took a look at the Donald Ross golf course, just spectacular. I love the bunkering. If you're a golfer, you love those bunkers, you love the challenge. Golf course has different flair. We're on its signature hole number 13 right now, but this course is definitely different. Tell the folks all about it.
Yeah, the hills here at Boyne Highlands is big, I guess is the way, I think one time we timed it just to get into a cart and drive the first tee through the 18th was like a 35-minute drive, just because it's that big and beautiful. And, as you're saying, the Ross is a little more, hit it here, make sure, you don't, the false
Strategery.
Yeah,
strategery.
Here's a little more big and banging it, but the green complexes here are tough. So, coming in, you got to make sure when you get to the green, you got to be aware. Yeah.
Now look, you're going to see wide open fairways, that's for sure. Not as many greens here, plenty of greens here. Yeah, not as many bunkers, but it is a wonderful design. The signature holes, well, we're talking 10, we're talking 13. You like the two really heading into the home stretch, yeah?
Yeah, I do. But this here is this is the money spot here at Boyne Highlands. I think we got about 150, 200 yard drop. I don't know if you can see that, but I mean, it's really, really down. The striping of the mowers is really, really cool. And you'll see a lot of times if you go onto our website or if you see some of our pictures, this is the spot that you'll see.
You've been up here all your life. This is home for him. He's not a transplant from the Bronx or New Jersey.
Yeah.
What's the lifestyle like up here? It's almost like, I tell you what I'm feeling. It's almost kind of like a West Coast hippie kind of relaxed feeling, easy going.
Yeah, Northwest Michigan, and You know, we're big into our art, we're big into our music, we're really big into our water. You know, the Great Lakes are, you know, you almost feel like you can jump into Lake Michigan and drink it. It's amazing.
How about I drink, then jump into Lake Michigan?
Yeah, but remember, it's probably about 56 degrees right now. So
That's all right. It'll wake me up, you know?
Get in the shallow end.
Well, wonderful. Well, we're going to head out on the golf course here at Arthur Moats. What did you call it?
Arthur Hills.
Yeah, absolutely. Arthur Hills. And we're going to take a look at this beautiful track. And seriously, instead of going to Myrtle, not that Myrtle's not good, instead of sticking with what you're doing, go north, Cupcake, and you're going to find beautiful Boyne, Michigan. So let's go play the course with the pro. Maybe I'll give you a few tips.
I love it.
See, what you do is you put the beer in a coolie.
Oh.
Put a hole in the bottom, pop the top, and chug it. Don't worry, we'll show you that. 19th hole.
I think I can learn that one.
You're a quick study.
We're on hole number 10 of the Arthur Hills Golf Course at Boyne Highlands. It's a short par 4, a very, very tricky green you got to be very careful of. Now, it's one of those risk rewards because you can drive this. If you're a big hitter, you can drive it. It's only just about 300 yards carry. Or what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit a rescue club down there. So give myself about a 75, 80 yard shot. It's an elevated green so I can get a little more swing into it, get a little more spin on the golf ball to make sure that I can hold it on the elevated green. That was pretty good. I feathered it a little bit down the right side, which actually gives me a better angle to come in. I take out the big, really big, deep greenside bunker out of play, which is nice. So hopefully we'll execute the next shot.
Go ahead.
Flat out chunked it right there. So no, but just inside 100 yards, trying to get cute with it. Hit it a little bit heavy and hit it in that bunker that I was talking about earlier. But no, this is a great hole. This, if you can see the elevated green, very challenging, and you got to be careful because you can spin the ball off of each direction of this green if you hit it too flush. So coming in, you can see the face of this bunker is crazy. They're doing a little restoration as we're here, and yeah, that's probably a good, well, I'd say 12, 15 feet I gotta hit this thing up to. I won't even be able to see the flag, so that's the reason you don't chunk it in the bunker. But here we go. So hopefully we're gonna get it on there and keep it on this thing. I don't know, that might be good. Might be a little bit deep. We'll see what's going on. So one of the new rules that we're going to be implementing pretty soon is keeping flags in. You know, pace of play is a huge issue, and it's definitely something that's on the top shelf of the PGA of America every year and all the time. And just something that we're implementing to hopefully where we can get things rolling a little quicker, take a little less time around the greens, and move to the next hole. The craft brew state, you know, I think behind California, but because we're on the 4th, 5th parallel here, we've been with the land and the soil that we have. We started growing grapes, and there are wineries after cider mills, because we grow some good apples too. And Traverse City, just 60 miles south of us, is the #1 cherry capital of the world. And so yeah, it's been pretty cool. Some of the stuff that we're seeing with the breweries and the wineries. It's awesome.
What about the craft breweries you were telling me about, your buddies?
Yeah, I think we're either 2 or 3 in the state or in the country right now of craft breweries in per state. I think behind California and maybe one others. But my fraternity brothers at Hope College started Founders Brewing Company, New Holland Brewing Company, and Brewery Vivant, and they've blown up. The craft brewery is phenomenal, and I know now New Holland is experimenting with the spirits, and no, it's really cool. It's something that Michigan's really getting known for.
Speaking of salt, do you ever see Bigfoot up here?
You know, there's been a couple sightings.
I gotta ask you.
Yeah,
I mean,
we got bear, we got elk, we got more deer than you can count. Lots of turkeys.
you sure it's not just some drunk guy going home with a big beard and bushy hair?
The hairy guy from Detroit.
Ted Nugent.
It is Ted.
It might be Ted Nugent.
It is Ted. We love Ted, by the way.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, it is number 13 here, and this is a beautiful hole. What's the elevation drop from the back tees down?
Yeah, I think it's about 150, 200 feet at least. Down. It's beautiful. It's par 5. It's one of those though. Even though it might be a longer hole, because of the elevation change, you can actually get here in 2.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's see what the pro does on this hole, baby.
All right, so after a really good drive, I'm really happy about this. And like I said, it's about a 150, 200 foot downward drop down here. I've got it down to about 170 out on a par 5. Still downhill, tough green. You can see the background loaded with bunkers. So hopefully we'll be able to get on this green and have an eagle putt, and hopefully walk off at least a birdie. Birdie! Did you see that? The Club Pro got about a 6-incher for birdie. Always like the easy birdie. Always like the easy birdie. Let me make it for you. Oh yeah.